I'm back, bitches. Hey, YouTube. So it is King J OD2, and I'm back with another video. And this video has been a long time since I've been back on YouTube. And I just know that you guys miss me or whatever. So as you guys can see by the title, this is a story time. And this story time is I got jumped. So let's get into it. See, this happened during 7th grade. I think 7th or 6th grade. And I was dating this boy, right? And this boy, he was cool or whatever, you know, because like I was vibing with him, he was vibing with me, so we kind of like dated. So this girl I was friends with, she knew that this boy, she knew I was dating this boy. And you know when you're in junior high school, you tend to hear things, but you're like, oh, it's not true, it's not true, it's not true. But when you see it for yourself, you're just like, damn, like it's just like a slap in the face. So me and her was best friends for a while, and I was like, I was kind of hurt by it, but see, I didn't see what she was trying to do, because it's been times like when me and her were friends, like I always used to do certain things and she used to do it. Like in junior high school, not a lot of people did makeup. Like there's girls that did weaves, that did box braids, there's boys that, you know, did this or did that, but nobody wasn't doing the same exact stuff that I was doing. Like I'm not trying to be like, oh, I started this and da-da-da, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's one thing if you're inspired, but it's another thing that you imitate everything they do. You get what I'm saying? So she really wasn't inspired. It was more like a jealousy type of thing. Like everything I had, she wanted. So of course that happens. So me and this girl were friends for a while, and it was to a point where she was having an affair with my boyfriend. And it bothered me a little bit, like, but then it was just like I was over it. Like, come on, what I look like a bitch like me? What do I look like stressing over? So I'm like, what do I look like stressing over a nigga? You get what I'm saying? Like, school's important. I got these grades and stuff, you know, like I was already doing good. So it's like I didn't need stress. I was doing this, focused on my life, but not that. So one day, I text my boyfriend like, are you dating her? He was like, oh, you know, she came on to me. I'm like, lies, because I caught you in the hallway. I caught him in the hallway, and he just was like, he wasn't slick about it. So it, like, everything was just really weird to me, the way how he was moving, because it all started one week where like he didn't text me anymore. It was no good morning text, good night, hey babe, what you doing? No phone calls. So I'm like, that's weird. I'm like, maybe he was going through something. Cause you know, with me, it's like, I won't pressure you or like be on your back. Like I want to make sure everything's okay, and I want to make sure everything is comfortable with you. And I thought that's what it was, but it wasn't. So yeah, he was basically messing with her, and it was just I really couldn't handle it the way I wanted to handle it, and I couldn't really do anything about it. So I left it alone. Now a couple weeks after, me and him, we separated. Me and her, we separated. Like if I see her, I would say hi and bye, or have a good day, goodbye. Like we wouldn't talk. So she would like walk past, I would walk past, we'll go to our classes, that's it. Me and her was just never on like that. Me and her, like I never looked at her the same after she did that. But what hurts me more is because you're my own best friend. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not gonna fight you, and I'm not gonna do all the extra stuff and the extra steps when it's not needed. Sorry guys, my nose is stuffy. But I just felt like everything wasn't needed. And at the time, like I was telling my best friends about it, like how could she do this? Because I have two best friends. These two girls been my best friends since 6th grade. So from 6th grade all the way to now, it's just like, so It's been a couple weeks after me and this girl stopped speaking, and I noticed like she won't say things to me and I won't say things to her. Like we'll go separate ways, but I noticed she would take it to social media and post subliminals like, oh, something like, oh, I don't know why niggas feel that I care about their feelings, knowing that I don't. I'm known for taking bitches niggas, and she said something like that. So I looked at it and I was just like, it was never that serious. Like, you did what you did, that's it, but I won't speak to you again. Like, I'll say hi and bye, but we'll never, we'll never see eye to eye. So it got real. When I tell you guys, it got so freaking real. I was just like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I really thought I was gonna lose my mind. So I'm like, OMG. Like, it got real. She was saying this, she was saying that. I was getting tired of it. I was kind of getting annoyed from it. So I'm just like, oh my God. Like, what do I do? What do I do? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Like, should I approach her about it? Should I talk to a counselor? Because it was to the point where, like, she was taking everything to social media. And me, I'm not a person that takes anything to social media. It's either I talk to you in person, and if you can't handle that, I'm just going to rate my emotions on a song. So, technically, it wasn't a diss track. It was more like a song, basically. It was just like, it was a song, but I was writing down my emotions and my feelings. Like, I felt some kind of way about it, and I just felt that, like, she wasn't being a supportive friend. And my decision, like, I told her, like, she approached me one day and she asked me, like, hey, how come, she was just like, how come, you stopped speaking to me or whatever? Because me and you were very tight. Like, we were tight at the beginning of the school year, and we were cool. I was like, don't get me wrong, I always have love for you, I always have respect for you, but I looked at you different was when you kind of like was talking to my boyfriend. So I didn't like that at the time. Like, I was just like, you're not gonna sit up here, and it's not even about talking, but you was messing with him. So I didn't really come at her, because it was like, why would I, me, I always looked at it like this. Any relationship, I'm not gonna fight the person my partner is dealing with. I'm gonna fight my partner. You get what I'm saying? So, weeks after, somebody went back and told her something, like, yeah, because Joseph said this and Joseph said that. You know how people run their mouth and it's he say, she say. Mind you, I didn't say nothing. She texts me on Facebook like, oh, because I'm going to get my boyfriend on you. Fuck out of here. Blah, blah, blah. She has a whole boyfriend, mind you, which is the funny part. She's like, I got a boyfriend. I'm going to fuck you up. I'm going to spit in your face. I'm going to fucking violate. You dirty fucking faggot. So I'm looking at the message and I'm just like, hold up. You're talking to me? Are you talking to me? So that whole, like, I'm not even gonna lie, that whole night had me dying. But I was just like, I was more angry about the situation. Like, yo, why is she talking like this? I had enough of her. I tried to be nice and address her. It was just like, it wasn't, I feel like I did everything I could to approach her and talk to her about it. But she didn't understand that and she didn't accept that. So you know how people are. Some people know how I am. Some people who don't know who I am. I go in my notebook and I write a song. But I was so mad. I put all my anger and frustrations. I was like, I was writing and I'm just like, this bitch ain't shit. Suck my dick. So I made like a whole diss track. I said something about her hair, her mother, her father. That shit, when I told you, when I posted it, the next day we went to school, I had like a good 800 views. 800 views. I didn't post it till like 11:30 at night. I get up for school the next day, because I get up like around, well, back then, I got up like around 7:30. School didn't start till like 8 o'clock, 8:05. So, I got to school, and everybody was just talking about it. Like, I was just like the topic of the day. And I think this was senior year, if I'm not mistaken. I think this had to be senior year, most definitely, cause we basically sit all the seniors in the room, but they do this thing where like how many days you were late, how many days you were absent. If you was like, let's say for an example, you was late, then if you was late more than like 5 to 10 times or something, you can't participate in your senior trips and you can't do prom. You only do graduation, that's it. So boom. The girl I had the issue with, she's there. So we're gonna give her a name. Let's call her Pumpkin. That's perfect. Pumpkin. Perfect. Yes. So Pumpkin was my best friend, as you guys know that. So now, far later on the scene, it's me and Pumpkin, and it's her friend. We're gonna call her friend Keisha. So we're gonna call her friend Keisha. So there's this Pumpkin, it's Keisha, and then it's her other friend. And we're gonna name her Nivea. Pumpkin, Keisha, Nivea, because the bitch lips was dry as hell, and her face, it was dry. Like, she looked like she needed some help. So we had a mediation. They gave like everybody their, well, it wasn't a mediation, but you know, for seniors, they gave everybody their papers. Like, okay, you were late such and such. So I think I was only late to school like about a good 3 times, and I was only absent like once or twice because it was like a, you know, a doctor's appointment, and that's probably about it. So I was probably like excused or something like that. So moving on, it was the day of. So you know the song with me is like I could post something, it'll get around so fast. So I guess it got to, I think it got to Keisha. I think, no, it got to Nivea. Nivea told Keisha, and Keisha tried to press me. And Keisha was like, oh, you fucking faggot, you dropped the song, and da-da-da, who was it about, who's it about? So I was like, it's not about anybody, like, I'm not gonna sit up there and come for you, and then, you know, and just be like, yeah, cause such and such. I wrote what I felt on the song, and it was done. So I was just like, yeah, that's corny. So she was making threats like, oh yeah, don't worry because I got you. Like she was making threats, but I didn't know something was gonna happen. So as it's time to leave, you know, it's not when you shaking, but you know, like in your mind, in your body, it, you know, it's like, it tells you like, oh, do this, don't do that. So I'm just sitting in the office though, like it's empty. It's like 2 staff members in there. Like 1 staff member was in there and the other one was. So I'm just like scrolling on my phone, on Instagram, on my newsfeed or whatever. And I'm just like, I'm not shaking, but my leg is shaking because when I'm mad, it's shaking. So I'm just like, calm down. But something told me not to go in the hallway. I'm like, I'm not gonna go in the hallway because I know it's gonna be some shit. I was just like, I'm just like, no way, I'm not doing it. So my friends was like, I'll meet you in the cafeteria, And I was like, no, my friends, they told me to stay inside. Because they was like, somebody's waiting for you. I think they said it was Keisha or Nivea waiting for me. I was like, I'm not gonna do this because this is like, I have a bad feeling. I already knew something was gonna go down from the jump. So my dumbass goes outside. And guess what happens? So this is me, right? And of course it's the door. So I'm walking, but Keisha is right here. She's right there. Nivea's right here. And then Pumpkin is right here. Pumpkin's right here. So I'm walking out, but I turn and Nivea is in my face. So she has like, I don't know where, but she has the phone in my face. And she's like, say hi to the camera. Say hi to the camera, motherfucker. She's like, say hi to the camera, Joseph. Say hi to the camera. So I'm just like, I'm looking because I'm just like, what's about to go down? So then Keisha Keisha walks around her and jumps in front of me. So she's like, oh, so you wasn't talking about me? You wasn't talking about me? Because I will fuck you up. So you wasn't talking about me? So I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, nobody's not talking about you. She's like, so you was talking about my friend? You was talking about my friend? She was referring to Pumpkin. So I'm like, no, I'm not talking about her. But mind you, the whole time, me and her is like having confrontation. Pumpkin was right behind me the whole time. So I'm like, I didn't even know that. So then she pushes me. And I'm just like, stop. Like, I kind of got upset already because I was just like, stop, you know. I don't want to hit a female. I don't want to fight a female. Like, I was always raised and brought up to not put my hands on a female. No matter what I am, race, sexuality, no matter what. Like, a male does not put his hands on a female at the end of the day. And you just got to respect that. So me, I was against it. I was just like, no, like, I don't want to fight. No, nothing. Like, you know, that's not me. She pushes me again. The second time, I'm like, stop. I'm like, stop. So I'm trying to grab her hands and just hold it and just like, stop. So she pushes me again. I said, oh, hell no. I said, whoosh. Like, when I pushed her, she said, like, she just flew back to the floor. So, mind you, she's still recording everything because she's there recording. Freaking Pumpkin jumps on top of me. But Pumpkin jumps on top of me and she's just like, ah! Like, she jumps on top, but she rips my whole shirt open. So when I tell you she ripped it, she ripped it. Like, she ripped the whole entire shirt. Like, she ripped everything open. My whole, like, chest, stomach, everything was out. So I'm mad. So she keeps, like, hitting me. But every time her and Keisha was hitting me, it was like I didn't feel nothing. Because the more madder I got, I felt like my body was numb. Like, I didn't feel nothing at all. Like, a couple scratches, yeah, mind you. My nails used to be longer than this. Like, the way I do my nails now, it's cute. But my nails used to be longer in junior high school. So, mind you, I have on my nails and we're all, like, tussling, we're fighting. So, she's hitting me. And she hits me, so I'm just like, boop, 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 boop. Like, I'm just punching her. Her and Keisha just trying to jump me. So I picked up one, I flung one. The other one tried to, like, run up on me. I punched her, she flew. Like, everybody was just getting punched left and right. So the teachers, it was Paris, it was staffs trying to break it up. And everybody that tried to break it up, I was cool with. So they're like, it's not worth it, don't fight. I'm like, get out my face. Like, when I'm mad and I feel like if I'm in a fight or something and you trying to calm me down, it's not gonna work. Just let me breathe and just let me be. So everybody's just like, no, don't fight. Everybody's like, hey. Walkie-talkie, security guards, everybody's just coming. It's a whole brawl. Mind you, the fight was over. My shirt was ripped. My nails, mind you, I just got them done. All my nails was broken. My fingers was bloody as hell. Like, it was so bloody. So I was really pissed. I was pissed like the whole entire day. They had me in the office and I kind of was crying. And everybody's like, why you crying? I'm like, because I don't really want to hit a girl. That's not how I was raised and that's how I was taught. And they're like, yeah, you're right. That's important. But you shouldn't cry because they hit you first. They started it first. I'm like, I know, but it just didn't feel right to me. Because it's just like, I don't like violence. You get what I'm saying? I hate violence. So after that whole situation happened, they gave me bandages. They put like alcohol on my hands and stuff, like, cause my nails were broken. So they told me, like, even though you still got leftover acrylic on your nails, you're gonna have to pop them off with a MetroCard before they get infected. I was like, are you serious? They was like, we're serious. So after the whole situation happened, you know, they called the parents, they informed the parents of what's going on with the child, you know, etc., etc. Cool. So after all of this happened, I was worried because I was like, what if, like, I get to lose my senior activities? You know, there's prom coming up. It's right around the corner. Prom, Then it is graduation, senior trip. So I'm like, what if all of this gets taken away just because I was in a fight? But they asked everybody what happened in the stories, and when they found out the truth, because I wasn't lying from the beginning, when they found out everything that was going on, it was Keisha and Pumpkin. Keisha and Pumpkin, they didn't get to participate in any activities. Plus, they had summer school, so they definitely wasn't going to participate. That's two. Nivea, on the other hand, I think Nivea got suspended for recording it. So everything was solved. I left it alone. It is what it is. I didn't really entertain it after that. But it was really like, is it worth it? Like, is it worth fighting? But I would always want to teach people, like, fighting and violence is not the answer. But when a bitch or a nigga puts their hands on you, that's self-defense, okay? I feel like they only bother you or judge you and come into your life to make you miserable because they're miserable. And as I was taught, whereas misery loves company. So when they're miserable and they're negative, they're always gonna want to come to your page, always want to come to your Snapchat, text messages, just bothering you, being ignorant. It's always like that. It's always been like that. And that's why I don't entertain it now. Like, I look at everybody like a joke. Duh. Like, you talking about me, so your mother. But if somebody hits you, you hit them back. That is self-defense. But thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. It's just so hot. Oh, these motherfuckers is hot. It's just hot, like, it's fucking hot. Oh no, I can't take this. I gotta get water. I'll be back, y'all. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, but oh my god, why is this boy texting me? I don't like you. Fucking people just get on my damn nerves. I swear I just don't fucking like people. People always just fucking drop the chip. Unbelievable. I'm aggravated.